In this video, I will show you how and where to enter your no tax on overtime deduction, because you're going to use a Schedule 1A. That's where you enter it. There's always been a Schedule 1. Now there's a Schedule 1A. This is a new form. And if you do a web search, you can find it. If you type in Schedule 1A and search that, it'll take you to the IRS's website, or just go to the IRS's website and find this form. This new form has the no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, the no tax on car loan interest. But we're talking about no tax on overtime, and I'll show you very simply how to enter the qualified portion of your overtime. I'll explain what portion of your overtime is deductible as well. Now, keep in mind that you need to do this schedule you attach onto the 1040. The 1040, you can also do a web search. This is your tax return. The 1040 is a 2-page document. I just did a video on it. If you look at my other videos, this is my most recent one. I explain if you have a W-2, how easy it is to enter this and then mail it. I put a link in the description where to mail this thing. If you need to do the no tax on overtime deduction, first go through this 1040 form. It's 2 pages, and put in what you made on your W-2 box 1. It's pretty simple. You bring it down here and you find your adjusted gross income. So we're pretending we made $60K. Now, you need to do this 1040 first, because when you want to do your no tax on overtime deduction, you're going to pull up a Schedule 1A. You're going to put in your adjusted gross income from your 1040. So again, we're pretending that we made $60K. We bring it down here again. So we put our $60K on 1 and on line 3. Then we scroll past the no tax on tips. I might do a separate video on that. And we come down to no tax on overtime. Now it asks us, what is our qualified overtime compensation? And I've been getting questions on this. So first, I want to be clear. The deductible portion of your overtime is the half of time and a half. So if you make $20 an hour and you go into overtime, now you're making $30 an hour. Well, it's the $10 of all those overtime hours. Then I've been asked, well, what if I get double time? What if I make $20 an hour, but now I'm getting $40 an hour? Well, unfortunately, you're still limited to the half in time and a half. So even if you're making $40 an hour in double time, you're still only counting $10 of that, the half in the time in time and a half. If you have questions about this, leave a comment. And by the way, I've also been asked, well, what if my employer gives us quote unquote overtime on Sundays? Like, we get time and a half or double time on Sundays. That's called premium time. That's not deductible. That's different. We're talking about time and a half over 40 hours a week. And by the way, on the W-2, sometimes it's in a certain box 14, sometimes it's in box 1. It's at a certain point, you'll be able to track down that number. If it's not explicitly written, your qualified overtime, if it's not explicitly written on your W-2, you can ask your employer, you can look at pay stubs, you can spend a minute and do a little research, and I'm sure you'll find that number. We're going to enter it here. We have $10,000 of overtime, qualified overtime. So we put that in here. Then we got to put it down here in 14C again, 15 again. Then we bring it down our adjusted gross income, 60K. Then it tells us if we're single, put 150K. If we're married, we put 300K on line 17. And you can just follow exactly what I'm doing here with your own numbers. The 10K is the overtime. The 60K is your adjusted gross income. So 14A, again, overtime. 14C, overtime. Line 15, overtime. Line 16, your adjusted gross income. Line 17, whatever is on this number, or this line right here for your number. 150,000 single, 300,000 if you're married filing jointly. We're pretending we're married for the sake of this example, so I write in 300 here. They don't want you to deduct that 300K from your adjusted gross income, and that gives us negative 240,000. So we write that there. All right, but it doesn't affect that ultimately we just bring down our qualified overtime. This right here is just a calculation to see if you're disqualified, because if you make over 300K, you're not getting any overtime deduction. It's called a phase out. That's not happening for you. So you bring down this 10,000 of qualified, because we know that if you're not making over this number, that's what goes here, the 10,000. You get all of your overtime as a deduction up to the limit, which is 12,500 if you're single and 25,000 if you're married. If you have a question, please leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer. We're scrolling to page 2 of the Schedule 1A. We're doing nothing here except a total of our qualified overtime deduction right there. And it goes on line 38. That's the conclusion of this page. Now, we take this $10,000 and we re-enter it on our 1040 right there on line 13B. See how it says additional deductions from Schedule 1A? Right there. And this is what it does. See this up here? This is your standard deduction that you get. You're a married couple, you get $31,500 as a standard deduction. You add it onto your standard deduction. It reduces your taxable income by $10,000. I hope you found this helpful. I hope it didn't get too complex. If you have a question, please leave a comment. Thank you for watching.